Hello, everyone. Assalamu alaikum. I'm Sara Elhussein. I'm an architect, sustainability consultant, and researcher with the SDGs Tracker project, analyzing countries' voluntary national reviews. Our project looks closely at how the countries are delivering on their promises under the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development, using voluntary national reviews or VNRs. Today, I will share what we did, what we found, and why it matters for achieving a better world by 2030. Before we dive into the project, a quick recap on the SDGs. Adopted by all countries in 2015, the 17 goals and 169 targets cover major global priorities. For example, ending poverty, improving health and education, building sustainable cities, tackling climate change, and promoting peace and equality. But the guiding promise is leave no one behind, focusing on the most vulnerable first. Every country agreed to report on progress, and that's where the VNRs come in. The United Nations groups the 17 goals into 5 themes, the 5 Ps. People, dignity through food, education, and healthcare. Planet, protect the environment and address climate change. Prosperity, opportunities for all through decent work, fair economies, and innovation. Peace, justice, human rights, and reduced violence. Partnership, global cooperation is critical. Actually, these 5 dimensions shape how we analyze the VNRs in our project. To understand our project, it's very important to know what VNRs are. VNRs, or Voluntary National Reviews, are official reports countries submit to the United Nations, usually every few years, outlining the SDGs progress, what's working, what's not, and what is the next steps. They are presented at the high-level political forum, where countries share experiences and learn from each other. But the aim is transparency, accountability, and improvement. But there is a challenge. VNRs are different greatly in details, structure, and data. Some of them are rich in evidence, while others offer very little. That's where our project comes in. It critically read, compare, and understand what's really happening in each country. So before I introduce the SDGs Tracker project, it's important to look at the bigger picture of the VNR reporting itself. Since 2016, countries have submitted VNRs annually to the UN's high-level political forum. By 2025, there will be around 412 VNRs from 190 countries, plus the EU, averaging just over 2 per country, but with big differences in frequency. Also, some countries haven't submitted their VNRs. Some report once, others have submitted 3 or 4 times. Also, data quality also differs. Some reports include over 100 indicators, while others fewer than 20. In 2024, the latest round was presented in New York. Around 35 more countries are scheduled to submit in 2025, which will mark the 10th anniversary of the VNR process. So as you can see, the volume is very large, but the consistency and depth are not. And this is exactly where our project comes in. The SDGs Tracker is a global research project developed under the World Association for Sustainable Development. Our main goal is to look closely at the VNRs that countries submit to understand how they are doing on each of the 17 goals. We use a hybrid method, AI-assisted analysis, and manual expert review. We have created a scoring system from 0 to 5 for each SDG. And we also look at things like challenges, lessons learned, and how clearly countries are reporting. But the big aim is to make this whole process more transparent, fair, and useful, so countries and the communities as well can see what's working and where more effort will be needed. One of the things that makes this project different is how we read and assess the VNRs. We use a hybrid method. Part of it is powered by AI, which helps us process large amounts of text, groups related information, and extracts summaries. While the other part is done manually, reading, analyzing, and interpreting reports in depth. But as we all know, AI can miss context, tone, and meaning. That's why we pair it with manual review. Our experts review the reports, double check the content, and make judgments based on the context. Actually, we have compared the two methods, and what we found that AI alone isn't enough. Human insights is critical to make sure the results are accurate, fair, and to ensure balanced evidence-based evaluations for every SDG. Our manual review has several layers. First was academic experts review the SDGs Tracker team's draft and give feedback. Second, independent third opinion experts review it again to strengthen objectivity. The third is a country-specific expert checks the local accuracy and relevance. Finally, once all these reviews are complete, the report will be uploaded to the vast SDGs Tracker platform, making it publicly accessible and open for feedback to improve future updates. To break down each VNR, we focus on 5 main areas, our 5 pillars of analysis. We look at the overview, how the country presents its SDG progress. Then we assess their actual progress. Are they on track or facing delays? We apply our scoring system, giving each SDG a score from 0 to 5. This is based on evidence in the report. Then we highlight major challenges the country is facing, whether it's data gaps, climate shocks, or inequality. And finally, we pull out key lessons, figures, and reporting quality, especially how well the VNR is backed with data. These 5 pillars help us apply the same lens to every country so we can compare fairly and spot patterns across regions. One of the main tasks in this project is assessing a score to each of the SDGs for every country we analyze. The score ranges from 0 to 5 based on what the VNR actually shows. A score of 0 means no progress or that there is no data at all. 1 means the country is off track with very little movement. 2 shows some improvement, but it's still off track. 3 means progress is happening, but it's not enough. A 4 means the country is doing well. It's on track, but not quite there yet. And a 5 means the country has reached that goal and is maintaining it. Actually, this system gives us a very fair and consistent way to measure progress and to compare countries or regions side by side. Actually, our analysis revealed some clear trends. On the positive side, many countries have made progress in health, education, and infrastructure, especially post-pandemic, with growing attention to gender equality. However, major challenges persist. For example, inequality is rising. Climate action is often vague, with limited measurable progress. Also, data gaps are common. Even when data is provided, it often lacks disaggregation by region, gender, or age. The local implementation is weak with national goals, not always translating into the local action. So understanding these challenges really helps us see where action is working and where urgency is needed. Also, one of the most valuable parts of this project is seeing what others can learn from the VNRs. For example, countries that are doing well often share a few things in common. They have made the SDGs part of their national plans, not as something separate. They invested in strong disaggregated data systems. They have also involved local governments, so the goals aren't just on paper. They are implemented on the ground. And they have been transparent in their reporting. They don't just list achievements, but also talk about challenges. We have also seen that countries who look at what others are doing and adapt those lessons move faster and much better. So the key lesson is this: good reporting is not the goal, better implementation is. When we analyze the VNR process globally, we noticed several major gaps that affect how well the SDGs are being tracked. For example, some countries have never submitted a VNR at all. A striking example is the United States. It has never submitted one, despite hosting the United Nations headquarters in New York. Also, many submissions don't follow the UN template or guidelines. So the reports differ greatly in size, structure, and detail, which makes comparison very harder. We also have to remember that VNRs are voluntary. There is no mechanism to ensure timely reporting. As of 2025, some countries still haven't submitted and others last reported in 2022. Actually, this raises a very serious question to the United Nations and the global community. If the process remains voluntary, how do we ensure accountability? Without timely and consistent reports, we are moving toward 2030 with missing maps and a gap not just in data, but in the global responsibility. So the result is that we have major blind spots in the global SDG picture. For some countries, there are no official updates for up to 3 years, and that make it very extremely difficult to know where they stand or how much progress they have made. To conclude, this project isn't just about analyzing documents, it's about making sure countries stay on track with the goals they have committed to. The SDGs Tracker project brings structure, clarity, and accountability to the VNRs, helping us spot patterns, compare progress, and understand the real challenges nations are facing. Also, by combining the AI tools with human expertise, we have built a smarter, faster, and more thoughtful way to evaluate national efforts. And most importantly, it proves that no country is alone in this journey. We all face challenges, but there are also valuable lessons being learned, and they need to be shared. If we want to achieve the SDGs by 2030, we need better data, more transparent reporting, and stronger action, especially at the local level. Thank you.